Deal. My name is Humphrey A.K. Pufa, Senior Assistant Registrar with the Technology and Distance Education Unit, and put together a simple video aimed at walking all DE students who are required to take a trial quiz in LMS on the interface, how the quiz looks like in LMS. So I'm going to walk you through how to first of all log into the LMS, how to navigate into your course and locate where a trial quiz is, how to access the trial quiz, how to participate in the trial quiz. It's going to be very brief. So, as you're on the university's website, we all know how to get here. This is the URL www.edu.gh, and then you simply click on UEW LMS. This takes us onto the logon page, and you're required to log in. You know how to do that already. Your next number, username, and your password. So I'm going to type in my details, and I simply click on login. It will take us into the LMS. I am in the LMS now. The course I used is END 121. But for you, once you've registered, you should see my courses here. The courses you have registered, you should see them here. Okay. But because I'm using an administrator's role, I'll simply search for the course that I have the quiz in. That's END 121. Okay, this is the course that I have set up a dummy trial quiz in. Okay, so in actual fact, you should see the courses you've registered appearing here. Simply click on the course to open it. Okay, I am in the course. You see here, trial quiz. This is the course, and you see what? Trial quiz. Now there's a description here. Trial quiz for level 100 students pursuing Bachelor of Education, English Education with the Institute for Distance and E-Learning of the University of Education, Winneba. So now to participate in the trial quiz, all you do is to open the trial quiz. Now how do you open the trial quiz? Simply move your mouse over trial quiz. You realize that the shape changes from that of an arrow to a human hand. Simply click on trial quiz. It has opened. Very important, let's take note. Time limits is very important. The trial quiz has been timed. So as soon as you click on attempt quiz now, it opens up and it starts counting down 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it will close by itself. Another important thing I want you to take notice of is the attempt. Because this is a dummy quiz, I've set it to attempt 1. Okay, so what it means is that once I click on attempt quiz now, it opens for me to answer the questions. That is it. I cannot come back to attempt to do the quiz again. So the attempt for this particular dummy one is just once. So how do we get access into the quiz? Simply click on attempt quiz now. Okay, now it is drawing your attention to what? A confirmation which says the quiz has a time limit. Are you sure that you wish to start? This is meant to double check with you to be sure that yes, indeed, you are very certain, you are aware the quiz has been timed, and you are very certain you want to start the attempt of the quiz. So simply click on Start Attempt, and that should take us into the interface. So this is where we are. This is the quiz environment. Question 1, not yet answered, marked out of 1. You see here, that is the time left. It's going 4:40, 4:39 seconds, 37, 36. It's counting. So this is not a time you log in and you are now struggling to please. Focus on the question, focus on the answer you want to select because the clock is ticking. So this is the question. This, as I said, is a dummy. What is English? You are simply to check one of these radio buttons, the correct answer. The first one says English is a tree, English is a food, English is a country, English is a language spoken by humans, English is a pet. The answer is English is a language spoken by humans. So I just click on this. Alright, then you click on what? Next, to display the next question. Remember, the clock is ticking. Question 2. Who is considered the father of English? I don't know who the father of English is, but I just put some answers there. Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, John Paul, and Alfred Listowel. These are just names I came out with. Okay, so you have to select. Take it that you forget to select an answer and you click on next. Okay, you see it has moved. It says for summary of attempt. Question 1, answer saved. Question 2, what? Not yet answered. This is to serve as a guide. So what it means is that you should have ample time, okay, to have answered the questions or attempted the questions. Okay, so when it gets to the tail end, which is a summary of attempt here, you get the opportunity to review. Question 1, have I answered it? Oh yes. Answer saved. Question 2, oh, not yet answered. So you can return to what? Attempt by clicking here. Remember, the clock is ticking. I have a little over 2 minutes. So I click on return to what? Attempt. This should take me back into the quiz, precisely. And it's taking me back to my question 2, which I forgot to answer. So who is considered the father of English? Select one. Let me select Alfred Listowel. Then I'll click on next. Because this is a dummy one, I just use 2 questions, okay? But in your trial quiz, the questions will be more than 2. But then they still to take into account the duration of the questions and then assign an appropriate time to it. So I simply click on next. Now I've answered my question 2. So what do we say? It says, okay, question 2 is also now what? Answered. And it's been saved. And this attempt must be submitted by Friday. You know, there's a deadline for writing the trial quiz. So here is alerting me about the deadline I'm supposed to submit it. Now, when you are very certain, after you've gone through the summary of attempts, you are very certain you've answered all the questions, you simply click on submit all and what finish. Just click on that and there's a confirmation here. Once you submit, you will no longer be able to change your answers for this attempt. Okay, so if at this stage you're not so sure you have some ample time, you can cancel, all right, and go back. You can cancel like this, return to attempt, okay. But then if you're very sure, okay, you simply click on submit all and finish, just like I have done. And here it is. It is done. Immediately you're done, you see the grading, okay. So the first one had it correct, the second one is also correct, all right. But then there are 2 options. You could either see your grading right after the quiz, like I've just finished, or not. Now here we have a summary up here. The quiz was started. I started it on Friday, 3rd July at 6:06 a.m. What is the state of the quiz? I finished. And I completed it on Friday, 3rd of July 2020 at 6:10 a.m. So it means I used just 4 minutes. Almost 4 minutes. That is 3 minutes 54 seconds. This is the max and this is the total grade. So in brief, my dear students, this is how the trial quiz is going to look like. Don't get scared, don't panic. Make sure you have good connectivity. The timetable is already out, so by now you should know when you are to write your paper. Make sure you have good connectivity, log in. If as at now you are still having challenges accessing the LMS, please, 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 we've made available online help contacts via WhatsApp or via Telegram. Okay, you can also contact your center coordinators and administrators. They'll compile your details forward to Tide unit and we'll reset your account and let you know how to log in. So in brief, this is how to participate in a quiz in the UEW learning management system. So I simply click on finish review here and that is it. Thank you for your time.